Okay, time for a new video. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. This is yet another Eurovision 2026 related video here on my channel, specifically another Melodifestivalen 2026 related video. As I speak to you now, it is the evening of Saturday the 7th of March, and in a short while we will be finding out who will be representing Sweden at the upcoming edition of the Eurovision Song Contest, which as we all know will take place this May in Vienna, Austria. I am on SVT Play, where we have a live stream of the final taking place, and as I have done over the past few years, I will be reacting to the international jury votes and the public results as they come in. If you didn't see one of my most recent videos, I did make a very rough prediction for the outcome. I should take this opportunity to say that you are very welcome to let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss in today's video by leaving a comment down below. And as always, there are links in the description to my other social media pages. Check them out if you so wish. I won't talk about the songs here in any great detail because I have been making videos about Melfest for several weeks now. I've been following the heats as they've been taking place. I predicted Robin Bengtsson with Honey Honey last with 11 points in total. Then going up the scoreboard, Saga Ludvigsson with Ain't Today, 18 points. Kimberly Eternity, 33. Brandsta City Slackers, Raktini Elden, 40. Sanna Nielsen, Waste Your Love, 49. Lila Al-Fadji, could he do it? I think it would be a real surprise. Delulu with 64. Meira Omar, Duset the Ram, 70. Big fan favourite, likely to fall short. Smash Into Pieces, Hollow, 98. Medina, Viva l'Amour, 116. 18's Iconic, 123. Greshula, Half of Me, 133. And the clear winner, as the bookmakers predict, and have predicted for ages now, Felicia, formerly Fröken Snusk with My System, 172 points. 86 in the jury vote, 86 from the public. This prediction doesn't really matter much, but I have been making predictions for Melfest for many years now. I think should anybody but Felicia win here, we can absolutely call it an enormous upset. Greshula might win the jury vote. That sort of ABBA type entry, you know what I'm on about in terms of its sound. He's got showman qualities, a real swagger on stage. He was involved last year, did well, he'll do well again this year, but he might just fall a little bit short. 18's nostalgic for a lot of people. It's a fine pop song, but is it really winning material? I'm not quite sure. Medina didn't win with previous songs that sounded similar to this one. They're not going to do it again now. Same with Smash Into Pieces. And everybody else, I think they probably know in their heart of hearts that they're not going to come out on top here. But Delulu is the real threat, absolutely. Let me just take a look at the stream here. And yeah, the two hosts are still singing along, but we should be getting the international jury points shortly. I'm very interested to know your thoughts in the comments section below, particularly if you are Swedish. If Felicia wins and goes to Eurovision, could she challenge for victory? And that, of course, would be an 8th victory for Sweden at the Eurovision Song Contest. Or if it's Greshula, would you be happy with that choice? How well do you think he would fare on stage in Vienna in 2 months' time? Anyway, I don't really have a great deal else to say. I will be back momentarily when the international jury points are about to be revealed. Okay, it now appears as though the international jury points are about to be revealed, and Armenia are voting first. 7 for Felicia. Okay, that's an interesting start straight off the bat. I have the volume turned down, just for the record. Meira Omar is going to get 8 from the Armenian jury. Lila Al-Fadji is going to get... Oh, Robin Bengtsson gets 10. Goodness me. Okay. And 12 points are going to go to Greshula. Yes, indeed. Greshula gets the 12 from the Armenian jury. I'll warn you now, I will be waffling quite a bit here, so do bear with me. But we're moving swiftly on to the Italian jury. And we know the Italians can vote in a very weird way. 6 points for Delulu, 5 for Half of Me. Okay. 8 points, that's an interesting necklace. 8 points are going to go to Kimberly. Okay, she's now on 9, moves up temporarily into 4th place. 10 points from the Italian jury for Brandsta City Slackers. Goodness gracious me. 14 points, they move up into 2nd. 12 points for Medina. Wow. Okay. So Felicia is 10 points off the pace after 2 juries. Oh dear. Already very interesting, I think it's fair to say. Next up is Croatia. And Grešula moves back into first place. Okay. Bit of waffle here from the Croatian spokesperson. 8 points are going to go to A-Teens. That moves them up onto 11 points. 10 points are going to go to Medina, and that moves them into first place. Is Felicia going to get the 12? I'd be shocked if not. Shocked. Yes, Felicia gets her first 12, and that moves her right up into third place. At this stage, Rakt in Jelden is perhaps the little bit of a surprise. Next up is the French jury. Lila Al-Fadji is doing remarkably well here, actually. Brandster City Slackers also doing remarkably well, as I just said. Saga Ludvigsson is bottom. Oh, there seems to be a bit of lag with the French spokesperson here, who has a lot of gold decoration behind her, and a gold necklace. 8 points to Smash Into Pieces. Yes, indeed. Viva l'Amour, out in front here by a good distance at this early stage. 10 points to Felicia. Lovely, that moves her into second place. And 12 points, I would imagine, Grešula. Indeed it is. So half of me moves into first place and has a 2-point lead at this stage, but it is very, very close. Of that there is no doubt. Next up, we are going to the Czech jury. Just bear with me, I am clicking along here. Okay, the Czech jury. There we are. Orange background. Okay. Yeah, they're not really fans of Sanna Nielsen. 8 points go to Kimberly. I'm glad she's getting a reasonable amount of love here, because that's not a bad song, and the performance the other week was really not too bad at all. 10 points go to Grešula, puts him back into first place, and I imagine it will be My System getting the 12. Yes, indeed it is. That moves My System into second place, just a few points behind Grešula. And we're really getting through it now. Australia are next to vote. I would imagine that they would like A-Teens a little bit. 7 points to A-Teens, 3 to Delulu. Okay, only 5 to half of me. Look at the beard on this guy. 8 points to Felicia. Interesting. But she's now in joint first place. 10 points are going to go to Kimberly. 37. That moves her into fourth place for the time being. And 12 points go to Medina. Wow. I mean, we know Medina are loved by the Swedish public. Could they do it? Could they do it? Certainly another top 3 finish looks likely here. Moving on to the Greek jury now. And Saga Ludvigsson gets a point there. She's bottom on 5. I had a feeling that was really going to struggle. Dear me. Much closer than I think some of us expected. 8 points from the Greek jury go to half of me, so Grešula moves back into first place temporarily. 10 points are going to go to Felicia with My System. She goes back into first place temporarily. And I would imagine Medina are going to get another 12 here. Yeah, I'm quite surprised the juries like that one so much, because there are other songs doing more interesting things here. Arguably. Oh, that was the chap from Voyager. Ah, yes. The Australian spokesperson. Anyway, the last jury to vote. Oh, what's going on here? Is this the Finnish jury? I don't know what's going on. I think I missed a bit there. Yes, it is. Meira Omar getting 8 points there. 10 points to Smash Into Pieces. I thought this was going to be Petter and Linda giving the points, but apparently not. But it will be 12 for Felicia. Surely. Yes, that's the end of the international jury vote. Felicia has won it with 71 points. After a bit of a slow start, she has won the jury vote. Medina are second, Gresula third, and then there is a bit of a gap. Smash Into Pieces fourth, Kimberly is fifth, bottom of the table, Saga Ludvigsson. So barring some absolute calamity, my system is going to be our winner. I don't know how quickly we will be getting the public votes. In fact, there's another recap. Certainly, I'm sure this is not the most thrilling video for you to watch, but I will be back in a moment's time when the all-important Swedish public results are announced and we will be finding out our winner of Melfest 2026. Okay, it's a little bit later on. It's now 8:55 p.m. here in the UK, and we've just had a nice interval act by Kai and several others. But it is now time for the all-important Swedish public votes to come in. Felicia is leading the way at this stage, but everything can change, as we know. She is, as I said earlier on, the very, very clear favourite to win this year's Melfest and head to Vienna in May. But Medina and Gresula are close behind. Lila Alfadji, there he is, definitely could get a big public score here and make things very, very interesting. Certainly, even if Felicia hasn't won the public vote here, I think certainly top three. I'd be gobsmacked if not. They're just showing everybody in the green room here. There's Robin Bengtsson. Felicia is bopping her booty up and down. Sanna Nielsen there, dressed in silver. Brandsta City Slackers, fan favourite, has had pretty good streaming numbers. But anyway, here we go. Fingers crossed. Let's see what's about to happen here. Could be very interesting, or it could be very one-sided. Starting off with Saga Ludvigsson and Ain't Today. And I like Saga. I said this in a previous video. I think she's got some star quality. I liked her entry last year. Don't mind this track, but I had a feeling it was going to struggle. Not a great deal of hype surrounding it. 13 points for Saga Ludvigsson. So she is, unless Sanna Nielsen flops massively here, going to finish last in a Melfest final again. So Sanna Nielsen receives 16 points. That's a bit of a shame, but the song wasn't really that sensational. Robin Bengtsson, well, could it be 0? 7 points. Well, it's better than nothing, but he will finish second last. Lila Alfadji is next. Well, 39 points is not nearly as high as I thought it was going to be. He's not winning and will finish in the bottom half. 18s, they're not winning because of the poor jury score, and only 36 points, so yeah, did not fare as well as I expected. Meira Omar, big fan favourite, not the strongest vocalist, but a fine performer, and she receives 8 points. Oh, social media won't be happy with that one. Brandsta City Slackers. They are going to receive a pretty good score, I'd imagine. 48 points. Oh yes, 48 points for the Firefighters, and they move into first place temporarily. Okay. Kimberly is next with Eternity. And she receives 30 points, which isn't too bad. I think she'll be back probably as early as next year. 78 is what she finishes on. Smash Into Pieces. Well, this should be around the 50 mark, at the very least. 41. Goodness me. Smash Into Pieces move into first place, 90 points. But now we're really getting down to it. We really are getting down to the wire now, because next up is Greshula with Half of Me. I don't think this would be the most popular winner with Eurovision fans, but 70 points is pretty darn decent. And he moves on to 134. Wow, that's a big score right there. That's a big score. Okay, let's see what social media is saying. Not a great deal at all, it has to be said. It's all happening fairly swiftly. Okay, it's going to be Greshula, Medina, or Felicia. And I'm really hoping it's Felicia, because as much as I like Half of Me, I'm just not sure that would really bowl people over at Eurovision. Vive l'Amour is a real crowd pleaser, but is that really the best choice for Sweden this year? I just don't know. It would be a lot of fun at Eurovision. I wouldn't be mad about it, but somebody will be working out the maths, I'm sure, behind the scenes. So Medina are on 66. Are they going to get higher than 70? I don't know. I don't know. He's stroking his beard here. 66 points. They move into second place, and so it is either Greshula or Felicia winning Melfest 2026. So I have predicted the top two correctly, and I have a feeling I'm not too far away with the entire prediction that I made here. But anyway, I don't know how many points Felicia needs. 60-something maybe? I don't know. Somebody will have worked it out. The moment of truth is here. I mean, it would be an upset. No doubt about it. It would be an upset. But I'm happy with the winner either way. What did he say? 64 points. I think it's 64 points, but I could be wrong. I mean, I predicted 86 for Felicia. Any moment now. Oh. Oh, man. Here we go. Oh, wow. What a big score. It is a comfortable public win for Felicia. My system. It's going to Eurovision. Could be a contender in May. Oh, yeah. Well, what else is there to say? She can't quite believe it, but she was the favourite. And that is it. Confirmed. Beautiful woman. Great solid pop song. I think she's a little bit shocked, to say the least. But I think a lot of people are going to be very, very happy with that outcome. Let me just take a look here. Yes, Fröken Snusk has been avenged, somebody says here. Landslide as she should. I'm just going to wait and see if they put up the full scoreboard here. Kai handing over the trophy any moment now. There it is, and the flowers. The guy in the glasses, I think I've said this before from Kai, but he's exactly the same age as me. Same day, same year he was born. But we have a solo female act for Sweden this year. And there's the scoreboard. I'm going to pause it right here, actually. So Felicia wins with 161 points. I predicted 172. Greshula second, predicted that. 18's third. Ooh. Yes, they finished 7th. Brandster City Slackers finished 5th. That's one of the success stories of the year. Kimberly in 6th is very nice to see. But yeah, disappointing results for Meir Omar and Sanna Nielsen. And Lila Al-Fadji's victory in the 5th heat did not translate into a huge score in the final. He finishes 8th with Delulu. That is it for this year's Melfest. I'm sure that I'll talk about it again briefly in a future video, and indeed I'll be talking about my system again in future videos as we edge ever closer towards this year's competition in Austria in May. Of course, we do have the Portuguese national final taking place this evening as well, but that's a shite show because half of the artists, well, nearly all of the artists don't want to go to Eurovision even if they win. We have Poland. The national final is over, we're getting the result tomorrow morning, and I really sense they're going to send the old chap with the tango song, so God help us. And then it's just some more internal selections, and then we will have the full lineup for this year's ESC. Anyway, a big ramble from me, not the most exciting video, but let me know your thoughts, and I'll be back with another Eurovision-related video fairly soon. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye for now.